Well, good morning. Just wanted to send off a quick little video regarding this week's Parsha Seitzei. One of the things that I have kept dear with me is many commentators like the H. Kodesh and many others say you should keep a Torah in your pocket. Not literally like that, but you should basically have something that you can always review, or if you have some 5 minutes of time to learn Torah, then you can pick up a book and learn. So one of the Torahs that I've kept dear to me is the 15 brachos that we say in the morning, and essentially this week's parsha, as I learned, has at least 7 to 10 references to garments. And one of the brachos that we say in the morning is Malbush Arumim, who clothes the naked. And so looking at that, I was very curious as to why there were so many mentions overtly and covertly in this week's parsha. But one of the things that really caught my attention was regarding the woman of captivity, which the parsha opens up with. And we see that the order in which the garment is presented is, well, of course, her being a woman of captivity. It was cultured. It was a culture to dress, as the commentators fill us in on. I think it was a Sifra who says that the women of captivity would dress beautifully. That way the captors would be enticed by them. And so the Torah understood this. The Torah knew the heart of a man during war and the nature of war. So he gave him certain instructions. And one of the instructions he said was to, in this order, shave her head, let her nails grow. And then it says to then remove the garment and let her mourn for her appearance. So I was very curious as to why it was in that particular order, and why did we not take up the garment first? But another thought that I had as I was working through this parsha, and just my own thoughts on it, was does this give us a glimpse into the woman of captivity? Does this give us a glimpse into the nature of a convert? Or not so much the nature of convert, nature of convert, but also the process of conversion, and a very in-depth and rather graphic experience, actually. If this was a Hollywood movie, indie, it would be a pretty intense movie. It would be pretty intense, especially if it's done right. So, and anyways, the reason why I got to this conclusion regarding the convert, the ger, is when you look at the final mention, at least what I can find, the final mention of garment, it's, I think it's in Parak 24, or no, it's at the end of Parak 23, where it talks about how you should, I'm going to butcher this, you should not pervert the judgment of a proselyte, or from a widow. And then it says you should not take the garment of a widow as a pledge. And I kind of took that being the same pasuk or what have you, at least proximity-wise, that the proselyte has something to do with the with garments. There's something unique about the garment piece. And furthermore, obviously with woman captivity, the Torah tells us the whole reason why this is here is because if you want to marry her, she's got to convert. So a woman in captivity has to be a convert at some point in time. So yeah. Great parsha. Really curious to learn more about this. And if I find anything more, I'll have to share it with you guys. Have a great day.